Welcome, fair traveler. Why don't you have a seat and grab yourself a bite, just something to snack on while we go on a little journey together. Just a good old lovely journey as everybody's favorite man, guy who's blind on one eye. That's it. That's all there is to it. That's my intro, okay? Just let me roleplay or something. I don't know. Hey, hope you're having a good day. You know, all the usual stuff. Hope you're having an adequate time. Hope life is treating you well and all that good stuff. While I go and play some Isaac and enjoy life. And you know what? Continue the thematic run because yeah, let's just launch into that right away. So you know, like we're continuing the lore with like my left eye being kind of a little weird, a little messed up. As you may know from previous installments of me talking about this, I made an appointment with an eye doctor, and it's in December. So I was like, you know what? And I asked like for advice from like friends and stuff as well, and they were like, yeah, you can do that, but like just don't bother. Just go to an optometrist anyway, because they're gonna have to like check your eyes regardless, and just see if you can maybe just get some glasses that might fix it. And I was like, you know what? They have a point. I could just go to an optometrist straight away, see if I can get myself some glasses, and then maybe they'll just fix the issue straight up, right? It's always possible. And I don't have to worry about going to the doctor in any due time if the glasses just fix the whole issue, right? So I did that today. This morning I decided, yeah, let's just go to an optometrist real quick, and you know, it's not gonna be that big of a deal. Let's see what we can get going. Maybe perhaps they can fix my eyes. That would be nice, right? If they could just fix my eyes straight away. So, arrive at the optometrist, you know, they strap you into like the VR goggles, the Cerebro, you know, the thing that Professor X straps himself into in X-Men. And as expected, with everything I've noticed over the times and stuff, my right eye, fucking flawless. That shit is completely fine. No problems at all. It's as good as they get. No problems. 100%. No big deal. And then the dude gets to my left eye and starts, you know, switching around the lenses and all that good stuff. And first of all, no matter what he does, no matter what lenses he switches to, can't get a clear image. I cannot see clearly on that eye. Like, I can barely make out the text on the wall, right? That's already pretty... it's not a great sign. And by the end of it, he just breaks it off and is like, yeah, so, I can't get this to go any better. The highest I can get is like 55%, and I'm like, oh, that's a problem. So he's like, yeah, you should probably go to an eye doctor. You should probably just, like, visit an actual doctor. It's probably, you know, gonna be hard for you to get an appointment and stuff. And I was like, yeah, I already got one. It's in December. And he was like, oh, well, yeah, you should probably go to an eye doctor, though, and see and get that checked out before we continue here, because, I can't get you any better than this. So apparently, according to the professional, no matter what type of glasses you would want to give me, they couldn't fix it by themselves. So that's, well, not necessarily a great sign, but not a terrible sign either. It's because, here's the next thing, I can still see perfectly fine without glasses in my right eye, right? The biggest revelation about this whole thing, and why I'm even talking about it at all, is that when I got home, my mom was like, oh yeah, I've basically had that all my life. Coincidentally, also in her left eye. When she was a kid, they also tried to, you know, correct it, and they couldn't. So she's had it all her life, which means she's like, oh, you probably inherited that because your brother has it too. And I'm like, oh, well, that would have been useful to know beforehand. That would have been kind of useful to know. So I think I've been set up from the get-go. The fact that my left eye is fucked is basically genetic, huh? The fact that my vision is basically half as good on my left eye is apparently something that I inherited. If my brother supposedly has it as well, then that explains a lot. Which is quite funny. And she was like, yeah, you can go to a doctor for it, but they couldn't fix me back in the day, but also that was like, you know, 50 years ago, so maybe there's something that can be done nowadays. And I was like, yeah, I mean, I'll go to a doctor anyway. Again, it doesn't really bother me that much. I can see perfectly on my right eye. Like, without a problem, really. It's almost flawless, right? So I'm under the impression that it doesn't really matter, like, it doesn't affect me that much, right? Obviously, it'd be great to not have my left eye straining itself to actually see stuff, and, you know, I'm probably gonna end up getting headaches and stuff all the time. I mean, I do sometimes get, like, random headaches, so it's probably from that, right? My left eye just trying to strain itself, trying to make it so I can actually see something when looking through it. And, you know, having better three-dimensional vision and stuff, probably not a bad thing. But yeah, in the grand scheme of things, I found that really funny. Like, the funniest part about the story was that my mom was like, oh yeah, no, I've, like, had my left eye be significantly weaker than my right eye my entire life. Like, for most people, it's like that, right? Most people have a stronger and a weaker eye. Like, that's just how everybody's built. Ah, fuck it, I'll blow up my donut machine for this. Like, and there's always gonna be, for everything that you have two of in your body, like every limb, every eyeball, every ear, there's always gonna be one that's a little bit more defined than the other. One that works a little bit better, right? You're either right or left-handed. Stuff like that. So it makes sense that one eye would be better than the other. By a factor of, well, 2 basically though. Like one of them being 50% only, is quite funny to me. Like that's an absurd degree of deterioration of vision. The crazy part to me was like, okay, so if I have inherited it, and if it was like this for me basically since birth, the fact that I never noticed it until, well, the last few years is the crazy part to me, right? Because as a kid, I had no problems with my left eye at all. Matter of fact, when I had to get my first eye test done for my driver's license, it was flawless. I had no problems in either eye. This issue with my left eye deteriorating in vision only really developed in the last like 2 or 3 years. It's not been that apparent before then, right? At least not to a degree where I would have ever noticed it. So that's the funny part, right? And my mom was saying like, oh yeah, like your brother only really started having troubles with his eyes and when he was like in his 20s, and she was like, mine actually somehow got better as I got older, so I guess that shit can just kind of develop like that, even if it, you know, if you set up from birth or whatever. But yeah, that's it's really funny to think about it that way, that I guess my eyes were always fucked and they were just waiting for the opportunity to screw me over. So now I'm at a crossroads, right? Either I wait until December, which is, you know, at least 3 more months away, roughly, to go to my doctor's appointment and actually have my eyes professionally checked and, you know, figure out what the hell is going on. Maybe they can fix it, maybe they can't, who knows. But then I could also just maybe try to hit up a different clinic, right? That's always possible. What if there's a different clinic that can slot me in sooner, right? That's always possible as well. And then maybe I can actually get that done sooner, which would be amazing. Stapler? Let's go, dude. Anyway, that's a very long-winded explanation as to why I'm playing Cain today. Whenever I play Cain, I have to talk about my broken-ass eyeball. And it's just such a fitting coincidence that Cain's left eye is also the one that is broken, because it's the one that he wears the eye patch on, right? Ow, I should stop getting hit so much. I'm gonna die if I don't watch out. That would be very annoying right now. It would be quite something. Nope. Nope. I'm not dealing with that, guy. Screw that. I guess I'll buy the soul heart here, though, just to keep myself alive a little bit more. I have been taking a bit of damage. Again, I have an excuse now. I have limited vision on my left eye. I'm joking. It's not that big of a deal, okay? It's not that big of a deal. But yeah, it is maybe a cautionary tale as well. Because I've talked about this many a times, and I've only recently started changing my mind on it. That as a dude, a lot of the time you're like, if there's any sort of health concern, you don't really care about it. You're like, ah, well, if it doesn't kill me, who cares, right? I'm sure I'll be fine. It's not gonna be that big of a deal, yada yada. You don't want to go to a doctor's appointment because it's just gonna go away. And for most things, that's true. I mean, I really got that from my mother, though. She's always the one that's like, you're not dying? Don't bother going to the doctor. You're just gonna waste everybody's time, including your own. Which, to be fair, she's in the industry, she would know. So, and she's not a doctor, but, you know, she's in the hospital / medical industry, in a way. Calling it an industry is already a weird way of calling it, but you know what I mean. So, you know, she'd know. She'd know that, like, they're kind of overworked and understaffed and yada yada yada. But still, it is very funny. It is a cautionary tale that maybe if I had decided, like, 3 years ago when my vision started to deteriorate, to go check out with a doctor instead of doing it only now, how things could have gone differently. Okay, that was a greatly placed bomb, because I was not getting shots in there with my limited range. Thank you. So yeah, like, if you're a dude like me in his mid-20s, and you're starting to, like, have health concerns, you're you're past your prime, buddy. You're not 21 anymore. Your brain is gonna stop developing in a year. Matter of fact, it's basically done for me. My 25th birthday is in, like, 2 weeks. So, like, you know, like, your brain is done developing. You're not getting any younger anymore. Like, it's only downhill from here. I hate losing the eternal heart here, but oh well. Get yourself checked up. If you have any sort of medical concerns or anything that ails you, get it checked out. It's a good idea. I'm just scanning for tinted rocks in here. I haven't forgotten about the mirror site. Don't worry. It's a cautionary tale. And if you don't want to go to the doctor, there's a lot of shit you can do to keep yourself healthier. Start working out. You know, that's helped me a lot. I had severe, not severe, but like pretty chronic back pain and shoulder pain and stuff like that. It's all but completely disappeared. Like, it's almost not a thing anymore. All because I started just doing basic calisthenics and stuff like that. I'll reiterate it every time. I talk about this once every month or something like that, I feel like, on this channel, but it works. It works. Really. And if somebody as lazy as me can motivate himself and build the habit to start working out, and you have no excuse, like you're not disabled or anything, to not be working out, then you should be. You don't even need to go to the gym. You can do a ton of shit at home. You don't need a gym membership or anything like that. So, if somebody like me, a lazy-ass motherfucker like me, can motivate himself to get into the habit of doing that, I believe that literally anybody on the planet that doesn't have any precondition preventing them from actually doing it physically can do it. Yeah, you might have a job that leaves you tired. Okay, man up. You don't need to be awake to go to the gym. You don't need to be of sound fully rested or whatever. Hell, even just doing it once a week is already fine. I'm just saying, the benefits are staggering. They are incredible. Enough about the real talk and the terrible advice that I have honestly no business giving. I'm only 24, man. I haven't lived, like, I've basically lived like a quarter of my life. At best, right? At worst, I've lived all of it. Maybe I'll just die tomorrow, right? Who knows? But I've lived like a quarter of my life at best. Like, I don't really have that much wisdom or advice to give. I've got my whole life ahead of me still. There's barely anything I've done. I'm just now getting into like a mature adulthood, right? I don't know what the hell I'm talking about or what's going on in the world, or what is good and what isn't. God, I hate this room so fucking much, man. This room is the bane of, like, the rooms with these flies or these fatties are always the bane of my existence. The fact that both of them are in this room is, like, the worst possible combination. You need to have range for these guys, and that's the one thing you don't get on Cain. I am fucking dying in here, dude. Shoot that bomb in there, please. It didn't get anything, did it? Nope. Oh, that bomb, though. Let's go, dude. I need bombs for this. This is the only way to do this, man. Without me fucking kneeling over and dying. Okay. There we go. Man, it's crazy. Like, I went to the optometrist with my dad as well, because he just took me to the place that he basically gets his glasses done usually. And he was already, like, freaking out, like, oh my god, what glasses are you gonna get? He's like window shopping for all the different types of frames and, like, looking what looks good on me. And I'm just like, bro, we don't even know what's wrong with my eye yet. Calm down. Like, I appreciate it, but also, we don't have to worry about this yet. I'll just get whatever frames are the cheapest that don't look like shit, right? If I get glasses. Like, settle down. You're getting way ahead of yourself. That was my day. That was my day today. Oh boy, an XL floor. So basically, my eye's kind of fucked, but also maybe irreparably? Incorrigibly? That's a word, right? Incorrigible? Maybe there's just nothing that can really be done about it. So maybe I don't actually need glasses? I don't know, man. Who knows? I guess we'll see. Ah, fuck, there's ghosts in this room too? That's bullshit. I thought it was just a bone thrower, guys. What the hell? I dodged down there thinking that I wasn't gonna get to have encounter anything here, man. Well, the boss is like right here, at least one of them. I do have to fight two of them. Ugh. Fine, I'll fight the first. I shouldn't have done this. This is gonna suck so hard. Yep, okay, there I go. Yep, there I go. No deal for me on this floor. It's Clutch, everybody! With no range and no means of dealing with him effectively. I fucking hate this guy so much, dude! I hate Clutch! I hate you! I fucking hate you so much, dude! I'm gonna fucking just kill myself to just throw bombs at this guy, man. I've already lost my deal. I don't care anymore at this point. I just want him to die. I'm not in the mood right now to be fighting you, Clutch. I got hit like 7 times in this fight already. Fuck you, brother. Go die. No, but, like, leave me alone. At least I'm getting HP, so it's not for nothing, right? Get me against the fucking second boss is probably Gideon as well. I'm just gonna jump off the roof right now, I guess. I'll just go fuck myself. What if you wanted to have fun and the Ashpit said the 2 worst bosses in the game back to back? Oh my god, I'm tilting. I'm not in the mood, okay? I've had distressing news about my health unravel before me this morning. And now I'm sitting here in the evening, Trying to play my silly little Isaac game. I'm not in the mood to be stifled with game. What I'm in the mood for is to walk into my secret room and get death certificate on this run. That's all I want. If you won't fucking give it to me, there's gonna be some carnage, that's all I'm saying. Okay, let's see what we have in the secret room, but before I do, let's see what we have in here. Well, Flatstone's alright, I guess. Flatstone's alright, I guess. Hold on, what do we have in here? Not what I asked for. Gulp. Huge. Ah, fine, I'll take it. That was fine. Not like big fan would have been all that. Anything cool in the shop? A Steam sale. Well, I'll buy it. Makes everything else cheaper. Alright, we got an arcade as well, which is pretty dope. Buddy! There's a claw game. Buddy, there's a claw game here. I like what I see. I just need more money. If I had known, I probably wouldn't have spent my money on the Steam sale and instead just settled for going to the arcade instead. Why would I stand there? Anything cool in here? Dunce cap. Absolutely not taking that. Best bud. This might have been the worst item room I've ever seen in my life. Like, oh my goodness, dude. The soul heart is actually the best thing I got out of this item room. It says a lot about our society. Oh, dude, Flatstone very much so improves your range, though. Holy crap, I never even noticed that. It basically makes my range across the whole room. Almost. That's crazy. It definitely didn't used to be that high. I was gonna say, you could do the funniest thing and pay out first try every single time. No, don't do this to me. Don't put the actual good item after the shitty item that I don't want. That I just, you know, played for to get to the next good item. And then don't pay out. Like, don't do this to me, come on. That's very rude, game. You're being very rude right now. Fuck you! Drop 2 coins. Nope. No, I don't want that. Alright, fine, fuck it, we'll fight the boss. Oh, it's not even Gideon, let's go! Well, I guess it's over then. I could look for my other secret room, to be fair. And I should have been, I just kinda got lazy. There we go. Oh. Well, I can't say this was expected. Certainly. I mean, it's not gonna be a crazy payout, but it's likely to give me maybe a little bit of money. And then I can maybe get myself that champion belt, which would already be a win in my book. Or it can give me literally no money. Okay, well, a coin out of that is all I could ask for at this point. Come on. Never gamble. Never gamble. It's not worth it. It's just not worth it. I'll go ult puff, though. Even if it means giving up half of my damn health that's protecting my deal chances, which, by the way, should be 100% on this floor now. Finally. Again, I can just pretend that on the last floors I just had the low roll every time, and that's the only reason why I never got the deal. Matter of fact, actually, I missed out on an extra floor where I could have had 100% deal chances because of the XL floor, but oh well. Lachryphagy, I love this item. I guess once they split, they bounce? Yeah, okay. That's what I would assumed would happen. Have I ever said how knockout drops is like one of my favorite tier effects just because of how funny the knockback is? How funny it is to see like a comically oversized fist, disembodied fist for that matter, flying towards an enemy, hit them with a cartoon punch sound effect, and then see the enemy get ethered into the fucking wall, just plastered against it, completely destroyed. It's really fun. It's a really fun item. And they also made it good, obviously. It kind of goes without saying that the good items in Isaac tend to be the fun ones as well. Just by the sheer nature of it, really. Anything cool in the secret room? Ah, well, more money. I am kind of poor right now, so... Oh my god, you see that combo? The lingering tear, he got launched into it, and then... Oh, that was so cool. That was so awesome, dude! That was so awesome! It's like a fighting game! It's like my favorite fighting game! It's like my Tekken, and Street Fighter, and Soul Calibur, and Guilty Gear, and... Mortal Kombat, and there's too many Anybody ever said this, that there's too many fighting games? Here's a take I haven't made publicly yet, but I've had before. I think they should make less fighting games. Because here's the thing. I'm not into fighting games at all. I never played them growing up. Whenever I tried, I just sucked at it, and I was like, this is too much effort to get good at. I don't want to do that. I don't want to put in the amount of effort that it would take me to get good. By the way, I should get good because I just lost another deal. But so be it, I guess. What I'm trying to say here is, whenever I see any form of discourse about fighting games, like say somebody, one of my friends or whatever gets into a new fighting game, or starts playing it or something like that, whenever I see people publicly talking about fighting games, like say on Twitter or something like that as well, without fail, there's a new fighting game that comes out, or a new update to a fighting game that adds like a new fighter or something like that. People talk about the game for 2 weeks, and it's everywhere. Suddenly everybody is a fighting game enjoyer, not just people who, you know, actually play them actively or even competitively, suddenly everybody loves fighting games. Everybody's a huge fighting game enjoyer. And then after 2 weeks, you never hear about the game ever again for the rest of your life. Because a new fighting game came out and everybody's playing that game now. What's the deal with that? Why is it like that? Like, you remember the fucking Multiversus fucking game where you can play as Shaggy? Does anybody still play that? I'm pretty sure nobody's playing that anymore. That shit came out. Every streamer was playing it. Every streamer was sponsored to play it. Everybody was talking about it for like 2 weeks. And then it disappeared from the face of the earth. I haven't heard a single person utter that game's name in a year now. You know, remember the Nickelodeon game? The Nickelodeon fighting game? Yeah, apparently they're making a second one already because the first one flopped so hard. By the way, I'm just not getting any deals this run. I think that's just what I've made peace with. I'm not getting any deals this run. It's not fucking happening, dude. Thank God this run is still kind of good without the deals, but oh my god. Why am I getting hit so much, bro? What's going on? Clearly I'm being punished for my insolent takes about video games that I don't even, like, care about or enjoy or play. But yeah, like, what's the deal with that? Like, how come everybody becomes like a fighting game Andy? Everybody's like, oh, I love this fighting game. I love fighting games. Whenever there's a new one, and then 2 weeks later, they're like, ah, yeah, it was actually kind of mid. I didn't really like it. The meta didn't go where I liked it. Like, for some reason, people only play fighting games in the first 2 weeks when everybody sucks at them. So if they have, like, an ounce, if they're, like, remotely okay, they have an ounce of skill at fighting games, they can just, you know, fucking destroy all the noobs. And then as soon as the player base gets good enough at the game, they're like, ah, fuck this, I can't pub stomp anymore, and they just move on to the next one. I feel like that's what's happening. These games have absolutely zero staying power for some reason. Why am I using normal bombs? I got Mr. Boom to check for secret rooms with. What's wrong with me, dude? Which is why I'm saying I think they're making too many fighting games. Like, there's all these new, cool fighting games that come out all the time, and then after 2 weeks, everybody just goes back, I'll go back to playing Melee again. Are the games actually bad, or are people just... like, they just don't want to learn a new game, or, like, what's going on here? You know, I feel like there must be several factors at play. I feel like there's several things that could be at play here. I forget that these guys, like, turn. Okay, well. Like, why is everybody like, oh my god, I love the Nickelodeon fighting game, and then a month later, oh yeah, back to Melee. Like, come on, man. What, no promising esports career in that game? Well, there's almost no promising esports career in any fighting game. I get that Evo is a thing, and a lot of people watch and care about Evo, but what's the highest earning fighting game esports athlete of all time? And much farther, how do they compare to literally anybody who plays Counter-Strike or Dota or League? Because I'm pretty sure it's a factor of at least 10. Like, the salaries for players in those games are probably 10 times higher than any fighting game on Earth. I would not be surprised. And it's not supposed to be discouraging or discrediting or anything, okay? Just because I don't like fighting games, that doesn't mean you can't, right? You can enjoy them. And I'm gonna get some motherfucker saying, oh, you're just a scrub, you just suck, you're just lazy, you don't want to get good. Yeah, I literally said that already. I get it, yeah. I don't want to... I never got the mental fortitude, I never got the neurons crossed as a kid that made me enjoy fighting games, because I didn't grow up with Nintendo consoles, so I never played Smash as a kid. And, you know, that's like everybody's intro to fighting games. And thus, I just don't have the aptitude for fighting games. So, I can't be arsed to learn them, basically. I just mash buttons and what works, works. If you can't deal with that, you can't deal with a kid that grew up playing fucking Flash games, then so be it. You think I'm gonna get a deal this floor? 46% chance? It's possible. It's possible, I guess. I've not been doing a good job of trying to keep my deal chances, that's for sure. And by not been doing a good job, I mean I've been doing a horrendous job. But it could happen, right? It could happen. It really is crazy how much of a, like, power gain deals give you in this game. Like, I'm noticing this run is perfectly fine, and I can easily kill, like, the Lamb, or I could probably even fight Mega Satan on this run and do fine. Not that I'll ever get the chance to, considering I don't have the key pieces or even gotten a single angel deal. Matter of fact, didn't get one this time. What a surprise. I'll go down, I have a ton of HP. But you know, like, this run is still fine. It's powerful enough, it's good, there's nothing to worry about, nothing to fear. But man, I've been sucking ass, that's for sure. This is a run that is so bad, it has no business being going as fine as it is somehow. Like, I've been playing so unbelievably poorly. I've been getting hit so unbelievably much. And yet, for some reason, I'm not being punished enough for it. This run is going completely fine. It shouldn't be. Like, this run should not be going as well as it is. And yet, here we are. Well, I have a bunch of red hearts lying around, so... Oh yeah, what I should be doing is this. I should be playing him one at a time and then grabbing the hypercoagulation hearts, because at least that pays me back halfway. Oh, okay. Well, that blood bag is poggers. I didn't even mean to play that, blood bank. It just kind of happened by accident. So I'm all for it. That's a decent trinket as well. Bro's just... He's the trinket guy. He's just paying out with every trinket known to man. Hey, there you go. That was worth it. I actually got some nice damage out of it. Let's go. I don't know how this run's going so well. I think it's just because I got good damage in tears. Like, that's the only reason this run's going so well, is because I got a decent amount of damage in tears upgrades. And there is a sack room as well. Howdy doodly. Okay. I don't know what I just said. Oh, okay. We actually got an angel room. Divine intervention of all things. There we go. And this should be the soul hearts, please. Coins is fine as well. Alright. Take me down. I might as well take, I don't know, fucking stars card, see what happens, right? Maybe by miraculous reason somehow an item room appears down here and I use this and I end up in it, right? That'd be funny. That's just bad damage to take. I don't know why I would just let myself get hit like that. I still have Mr. Boom. I should be using him more. I need to stop getting hit, bro. I need to stop getting hit so much. It don't matter anymore, really, but still, I would like to not lose all my HP. Not having to do this entire floor would be kind of great. Saves me some time. Lets me get to the fun stuff straight away. God, I've been getting hit way too much. I'm gonna die. Health up. Useful, but not right now. I need just full health or something. That would go huge. A full health pill could change my day. I'm just putting it out there. I'm just saying. Oh my god, what? This floor layout is crazy, man. Yeah, okay, I had a feeling this must be the way to the boss, man. It's the only reasonable outcome. I'm gonna die, bro. There's no way the run ends here, man. There's no way the run ends here, right? How have I suddenly been taking hit so much? What the hell, man? Where are all the red hearts that I was getting last floor? I gotta play out of my mind. It's the only way. I gotta play the best Satan fight you've ever seen. Okay, got one of them. Alright. Now for Satan, this is the hard part. Second phase Satan is the hardest one. In my opinion. Hey, do your brimstone beam, see if I... What the fuck?! Huh?! Excuse me?! I'm a little shell-shocked. I can't believe that of all the things, after I talked it up so much, and I was like, oh man, I love knockout drops. It was the very thing that brought me down. I don't know what to say, except thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed, I hope you have. Leave a like and subscribe or whatever. I'll catch you tomorrow. What the fuck was that, bro?